The crimson sun glared like a bleeding wound as it sank behind a barren ridge. An oppressive wind, dry and mournful, rustled through dusty bones of dead brush. The lone stranger guided Spur forward, the horse's hooves kicking up the desolate trail towards a place the map said should be a town, but the stranger's cosmic instincts painted a grimmer picture. They'd been riding since dawn. It wasn't a quest for justice or riches that propelled him anymore. There was only the insistent prickle of his alien senses, a dissonance, a wrongness buzzing just under the surface of his awareness, a place out of tune with the natural balance. Not something of this world, he suspected. And that meant an echo of his own arrival, the mutated consequences of his crash landing, still poisoning the frontier. A responsibility born of guilt. A low rumble filled his ears. Not thunder, but an echo of voices, carried on the wind, thin and mournful, edged with a despair that made him clench his jaw. As he focused, words took shape. Carried by his amplified hearing, help they pleaded. Remember us. This was neither ghost whispers nor tricks of the desert. These were souls in torment, caught in whatever anomaly warped this land. An alien empathy blossomed in him, and as it did, he recognized the signature, the same energy imprint found at the scattered sites of paranormal horrors he'd hunted down over the months. His ship's scattered fuel tainting this earth, twisting spirits just as it twisted life. And death. They hadn't been voices calling into the vast sky, but aimed, directed towards him like a desperate prayer. His arrival was no coincidence. The dead knew him as the only one who could offer what they craved: release. Spur sensed his tension, ears flicking back as she mirrored her rider's grim purpose. "We go, girl," he rasped, the familiar steel returning to his voice. There were monsters of a different kind to vanquish. Not men, but twisted specters. And though the thought tasted of ashes in his mouth, there was one small light. Even in this far corner of a strange world, he wasn't alone. Someone, something, still sought his otherworldly aid. Whisky Creek awaited them, an empty promise outlined against the fading light. They rode forth, a gunslinger born of the stars heading towards a battle only he could see. Each hoofbeat on the dusty trail brought them closer to an encounter where redemption and responsibility wrestled for dominance in his burdened heart. Whisky Creek lay silent, a skeletal whisper of its former glory. Its shattered saloon glared with broken windows, hinting at a troubled past. This ghost town hummed with legend, tales of wraiths forever wandering, consumed by unfulfilled desires. A figure emerged from the desolate expanse. The lone stranger, haunted by secrets no earthly man could bear. Tall and imposing, his presence spoke of worlds untamed and frontiers unbound. With his smooth skin, inky eyes, and strangely etched weapon, he was an undeniable outsider, a stark contrast to the rugged frontier. As he entered the town, Whisky Creek seemed to exhale in weary recognition. His alien senses buzzed, drawing him closer to the tormented cries he'd heard echoing in the empty winds. It was a history steeped in greed, violence, and shattered trust, the brutal truths of any lawless frontier, a quest of the cosmic kind unfolded. Driven by a unique empathy, he became a bridge for specters bound to this place, interpreting their spectral anguish. Within their torment, he glimpsed reflections of his own arrival, alien energies corrupting the natural order of life and death. He tracked the source to the saloon, a corrupt heart pumping darkness into the skeletal town. Ethereal shapes writhed inside, trapped in their pain. His touch, tinged with a paranormal clairvoyance, brought him visions. Greed festered into murder. Innocence was shattered. Horrors commonplace to this world warped by his alien presence. Whisky Creek was an echo of his own crash, the mutated spirits a warped consequence of his cosmic misfortune. This harsh truth fueled him, duty thrumming in his veins alongside unsettling kinship with the tormented wraiths. An untested ritual, gleaned from whispers in the cosmos, was now his only chance. Drawing upon forces older than Earth, he unleashed them into the saloon. Light consumed the darkness, granting each tortured spirit a fleeting peace before they ascended, finally released. In the silence that followed, Whisky Creek held its breath, finally free of its spectral burden. Perhaps here amongst the ruins, the echoes of his crash landing could soften. Nature would weave its green tendrils over the scars, promising rebirth against the bones of violence. And somewhere on this strange frontier, perhaps he too could find a place to belong, a place to leave the weight of the past behind.